something I say.
Hey, this is the Good, the Bad, and the Wrestling at Tony James podcast. And as always, the bells of justice is ringing. Hey, there's a lot going on. But I'm really not interested in it, to be honest with you. I got some top 10 lists I want to cover today. But before I do, I want to thank Three Brothers RC, Southpaw Boxing Club out of Hilliard, Jose Sanchez Boots, and Sinbad's Gym for all of the support that I've been given over the years with those great companies. Check them out. You'll find them on Facebook. Now, I want to jump right into it. I've got a couple palate cleaners. One that's I got a great one on Jimmy Hart, and then one on Becky Lynch. People say, why do you talk about Becky Lynch if you don't like her? It's humorous how they're shoving her down everybody's throat. It just isn't working. So there's nothing wrong with talking about it now, right? Because the current product roster loves ragging on the dead and the legends of the past. So we're just going to have fun with them. But before we do, so what's going on? Season 4, episode 1. That's right. 4 years, episode 1. What are we going to talk about? Well, this first thing is Kevin Nash recently criticized CM Punk for wrestling in a T-shirt while being the World Heavyweight Champion. Punk then trolled Nash by wearing a T-shirt at a live event. Nash had the following to say: "Wouldn't it be easier to just go to the gym? This is the thing that kills me. Me and Punk were supposed to wrestle. We never wrestled. I'm in my 50s when I'm back, and he gives me the whole LOL, thought you were dead stuff. And I'm not allowed to comment back because I've been told by Vince that I wasn't allowed to cut a promo." And there he is. How old Phil now? 48? He's 40. How is old Phil now? 48. He already fallen victim to the no muscle definition T-shirt. I really don't care about this back and forth. And this back and forth, you're going to say, Tony, this is a little old. This is old news. Well, maybe. But I find it interesting that the current product, people, you didn't hear guys in the 70s, 80s rag on guys about this. Of course, you weren't in social media, but they had other things to do anyway. I've noticed that late 90s, early 2000s, it started with Triple H when they were ragging on Hogan. You're in your 40s, Eddie Guerrero, that whole WCW thing where Hogan, they won't give up their spot and let us young guys take over. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's in their mid to late 40s going into their 50s, and it's okay now. It's okay to do that now. But back then, no, it wasn't. Now it is. And Kevin Nash is right. CM Punk physically is no specimen. He has never been a specimen. He helped create the indie look, which are long baggy pants, T-shirts, kick pads, and that's wrestling today fine. Heaven forbid you put on some tights, trunks, or a singlet and some boots and go out and wrestle. That's just a thing of the past now. So anyway, some things I'm not always big on when it comes to Kevin Nash, but in this case, I agree with him. CM Punk, go to the gym. If you don't want to look jacked, you're covered in tattoos, just stay thin and wrestle. But everybody goes through. You see in indies all the time. They put their T-shirt on for whatever reason, and I really don't care. I've wrestled guys in T-shirts. I don't know. I just think when you're getting paid big bucks and you're on the big show, if you remember, Crash Holly was told to put a T-shirt on because he wasn't looking good. He was in a slump, and so they put a T-shirt on and cut the sleeves off. He kept his arms in shape, and he did that for a while. So it is a thing at the big dance. So it's just something to keep in mind. Next, I want to talk about something that Jimmy Hart here. Legendary advice from Dick Clark that shaped Jimmy Hart forever. If you dress like the audience one day, you'll be sitting in it. That's not just wrestling. That's the show business. That's branding. That's standing out. I follow up with the Nash comment to go to this comment. I don't know how many times I've told guys, and I agree with it, just like Hogan's comment about these guys look like they should be bagging my groceries. You come out in a T-shirt and act like you do, soon you'll be in the crowd, or you will no longer be the thing. Who has taken the ball and ran with it? Nobody. Everybody looks the same, and now the audience is starting to dress like the wrestlers. I get it. It's cute. The macho guys and the dusty guy. Oh, it's a tribute. Yeah, they're making money off of them. You tell me that Macho Man would really be cool with that, knowing that that guy's infringing on his copyrights and making money, knowing the effort Macho Man put into that. See, it wasn't just a thing to Macho Man. That was Macho Man, right? He didn't look like a guy in the audience. He dressed everything about him. Yeah, he wore a shirt, but it wasn't like a T-shirt. There was something about him when he came out, when he wrestled. I just don't. I don't get it, and I agree with Jimmy Hart. And you try to tell indie guys all the time, the way you look is going to be half of your persona, and nobody cares. Everybody wants to dress leisurely when it comes to wearing T-shirts and just the way they look, and you have to stand out. And nowadays, everybody is this guy doesn't look well, fine. Just pull him out of his current tights, put someone else in those tights because everybody looks the same. Same thing with the girls. At what point are women going to stand up and once again say, the whole diva TNA movement is gone again? Can we get back to wrestling instead? Everybody wearing barely enough to cover themselves. The current women want to look like that. You can't tell me. It's just like when AEW kicked that guy out for taking a picture of that girl's butt, and then the next thing you know, every short on Facebook and Instagram from AEW is one of his female wrestlers with those straps around their cheeks, running around showing everybody their hoo-ha and their boobies. I just don't get it. Once again, I'm with you, Jimmy Hart. I'm all about it. You got to love Jimmy Hart, right? And what Jimmy Hart says, it goes. Jimmy Hart knows what he is talking about. So, one last thing I want to get into, if I could, before we continue. So, the Bleacher Report ranks Becky Lynch as the greatest women's wrestler in WWE history. I'm sorry. I see her top 10, 20 best wrestlers in the WWE ever. She's like at 8, 12, 17, depending. Greatest matches, this, that. Becky Lynch hasn't even been around long enough to establish herself. We are in the TKO era. So here's the thing. She's going to get her lawyers to get her a better spot in the Royal Rumble. She's going to get her lawyers. It's fake. Okay? When I say fake, I mean people know you're not contacting your lawyer. Find a storyline that makes sense, that's believable. Everything she does isn't believable. It's over the top obnoxious. And she can't wrestle. Have you seen the last few WrestleMania matches? Have you seen her pay-per-view matches? This crap with AJ Lee. Her running out of the stands just to grab AJ Lee by the hair, throw her into the post, and then run away like, look at me, look at me. And then the way she gets angry when she's being talked to, oh, I want to hit you in the face, I'm going to hit you in the face. And she gets right, and then that, give me a break. She isn't the greatest. She's nowhere near the greatest. You're going to put her above Wendy Richter. You're going to put her above Medusa. You're going to put her above Rockin' Robin, Charlotte Flair, Tessa Blanchard. I'm going to tell you right now, WWE made the mistake of getting rid of Santana Garrett. Santana Garrett is awesome. She knows how to, it's like they go there, they get to do stuff, and then they want to go back on their own because they realize they can make more of a move than they can in the WWE on their own. Pardon me. We know they were going to drop Becky Lynch. The best thing that happened to her and the worst thing that happened to her was getting punched in the nose. She didn't know how to capitalize on it. She's terrible. She's crap. That's the bottom line. Let's get into these top 10 lists. Okay. Pardon me, I got all worked up there. The first top 10. Top 10 mic gods of all time: The Rock, Stone Cold, John Cena, CM Punk, Paul Heyman, Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, Randy Savage, Chris Jericho, Dusty Rhodes. Take a look at that. Do you agree? Do you disagree? This is all just everybody's opinion. Some of those people, everyone agrees, and they have staked their claim in the history of pro wrestling. Let's go through this. I'm going to disagree. Of course, Tony James is going to disagree. Let me give you mine. Their number one, The Rock. My number one, superstar Billy Graham. Have you not listened to his stuff? He did more in a year as heavyweight champion. He did more in a year and a half leading up to the title. He did more coming back in 87, 85, 86 in the NWA than anybody's ever done. The man is Mike Gold. Superstar Billy Graham. Number two, Roddy Piper. They have him at 7. I have him at number 2. Number 3, their number 1 is my number 3, The Rock. Their number 2 is my number 4, Stone Cold. John Cena, I have at 5. I thought he was good. I mean, I didn't ever like John Cena, but he was on fire up to a point, and then he got all mushy and philosophical. But I'll give him that. Number 6, I put Ric Flair. They have Ric Flair at number 6. Number 7, they got Roddy Piper. I moved Roddy Piper up so I could put Bobby Heenan at number 7. Number 8, I got Chris Jericho. Number 9, I got Dusty Rhodes. And number 10, I got Jim Cornette. So, yeah. Sorry, Randy Savage. Hogan, I thought, was better than Randy Savage, and I didn't put Hogan on the top 10. Could have Hogan been put on the top 10? I think so. He should have. I didn't put him on there because I went with the first people that came to my mind. I'm a huge Hogan fan. I put Hogan at 11. But Hogan's promos, I guess, when you look at everybody else's, I mean, I don't know. He's a 10A. If I had to replace someone on my top 10 with Hogan, who would it be? I'd put Hogan up there. John Cena. Let's do this. John Cena / Hulk Hogan at number 5. All right. Let's see what we got next. Okay, the top technical wrestlers of the WWE. Oh, this is a good one. Of course, growing up, you was either, in my mind, you were a brawler or scientific. That's how they talked about guys on TV. But you got the top 10 technical wrestlers. Number 1, Kurt Angle. 2, Bryan Danielson. 3, Bret Hart. 4, William Regal. 5, Chris Benoit. 6, Dean Malenko. 7, AJ Styles. 8, Zack Sabre Jr. I don't remember him being in the WWE, but fine. 9, Christian. And 10, Owen Hart. A lot of those guys I consider high flyers or very overrated as technical wrestlers because I just, like Chris Benoit, I don't understand that one. So here's my top 10 technicals. I agree, Kurt Angle, let's put him at 1. Number 2, let's move Dean Malenko up to number 2. Let's put Antonio Inoki at number 3. Let's put William Regal at number 4. How about the Cobra? The light heavyweight champion from 84-85. Let's put the Cobra in at number 5. Watch the match. You'll know why. Les Thornton, number 6. And I know you're going to say, Tony, the Cobra's a high flyer. Whatever. He's my guy then. 6, Les Thornton. 7, Harley Race. 8, Bret Hart. 9, Charlotte Flair. No, not Becky Lynch. Charlotte Flair. And then number 10, B, Brian Blair. Yeah, think about it. I want you to think about those names. They are technical wrestlers that could do it all, but they stayed technical. That is my top 10 tech list. Okay, here's an odd top 10. The top 10 worst WrestleMania main events. They count Hogan Yokozuna as a main event. The main event was Bret Hart Yokozuna. That was just a add-on. Number 2, The Miz, John Cena. Number 3, The Undertaker, Roman Reigns. Number 4, Hogan Justice. Then Triple H, Roman Reigns, Lawrence Taylor, Big Bam Bigelow. Number 7, Triple H, Randy Orton. Number 8, Hulk Hogan, King Kong Bundy. Number 9, The Undertaker, Psycho Sid. Number 10, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. I don't know why they consider WrestleMania 2 the worst main event. It put butts in the seats, saved the pay-per-view. So I look at different. I look at it different. This whole work rate crap. Hello, it takes 2 for the work rate. It takes 2 for the work rate. Yes, I know some guys can make the other guy look better, and you can put a guy who's crap in the ring, and a guy can make him look great. That's awesome. That's awesome. You tell me If a guy doesn't have personality and can't get his character over, and he's a bad wrestler, just like Bret Hart and that McGee, that lost match, and everybody watched it and was like, ooh, whatever. It doesn't make any top 10 list. So this is what I got. The 10 worst. Number 1, The Miz and John Cena, WrestleMania 27. The main event from WrestleMania 35. Number 3, WrestleMania 37. Number 4, the Triple Threat, WrestleMania 37. That was my number 3, I think, was the first night, and then the other one was the second night. I've got to be honest with you. I put down initials when I wrote these out, so I do apologize. But Sasha Banks was in one of those. Yeah, number 3, Sasha Banks versus Belair, WrestleMania 37. That's my number 3. Number 4 is Roman Reigns, Edge, and there was a third one in there, DB. You can figure it out, WrestleMania 37. I know you're thinking, Tony, you're doing a poor job at your podcast right now. Well, I really don't care about these WrestleManias, so there you go. WrestleMania 39, WrestleMania 41, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, WrestleMania 12, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels in a 60-minute match. It was 1-1, and then they got the tie. Whoop-de-doo, you put everybody to sleep. LT versus Bam Bam Bigelow, WrestleMania 11. How about WrestleMania 2000, huh? Mick Foley in there. Triple H versus Big Show, Triple H. It was a tag match. And then WrestleMania 18, Chris Jericho versus Triple H. Why? Well, they were the main event, and they didn't draw. So the bottom line is that. As you can tell, I don't get where they're coming with the worst. You draw, you make money, you do your job. Once again, it's a different look at what you consider. We're going to argue about work rate and persona and matches and money. So that's just the way it is between guys who follow old stuff and people who follow new stuff. I kind of zipped through that and didn't put a lot of effort into the top worst WrestleManias, but I want you to think about that. Okay. Here's a fun one. The greatest WWE European superstars ever. Oh, there she's going to rear her ugly head. At number 3, Becky Lynch. Number 1, Bruno Sammartino. Number 2, Andre the Giant. Number 3, Becky Lynch. Number 4, Sheamus. Number 5, Drew McIntyre. Number 6, the British Bulldog. Number 7, Gunther. Number 8, William Regal. Number 9, Finn Balor. Number 10, Cesaro. There's some in there that I like. I'm going to stick with 1 and 2. Bruno Sammartino at 1, Andre at 2. You could probably say that could flip. Andre probably had more worldwide notoriety. So, yeah, let's flip Andre. Number 2, Bruno. Number 3, I have Ivan Putski. Becky Lynch isn't even in the top 150,000. Bye, Becky. It's Ivan Putski. If you don't believe me, go back and watch Ivan, especially in the mid to late 70s against Superstar, and tell me how over he is. Number 4, I put Finn Balor. Number 5, British Bulldog. Number 6, Dynamite Kid. Number 7, Gunther. Number 8, William Regal. Number 9, I think it's Dave Williams. And number 10, Fit Finlay. Cesaro, no thank you. Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, okay, maybe 11. Becky Lynch, no, sorry, Becky. It's not going to happen for you. You're not good at all, even in your homeland. Just if you come to terms with that, the quicker you do, maybe you can do something else with your life. So there you go. The top 10 WWE European superstar. Okay, this is going to be a good one. Top 10 best WWE matches ever. It's all opinion. Come on, really? So, to me, matches that linger, matches that put butts in the seats, matches that broke records, isn't that a great match? A great matchup? Like, you know what I mean? If you're going to tell me work rate makes a great match, but it didn't draw, Steamboat Bret Hart in the Boston Garden in 1986 is awesome. Nobody cares about that one. So, number 1, Bret Hart, Stone Cold. Number 2, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. Number 3, CM Punk, John Cena. Number 4, DIY versus The Revival. That is a good one. Absolutely must watch. Walter versus Dragunov. Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. Triple H versus HBK versus Chris Benoit. I had them. I had them in my top 10 worst WrestleMania matches, I believe. If not, it should have been in there. That sucked. Number 8, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. That's just home cooking. Number 9, Stone Cold versus The Rock. Yeah, any match. Those guys put on a show. I'll give them that. And then 10, Andrade versus Johnny Gargano. What the heck is that? So let's see what I got so you can criticize me. My number 1 is Hogan Andre. My number 2 is Hogan Rock. My number 3 is Superstar Billy Graham versus Bruno Sammartino when he took the title, and I believe it was Baltimore. Number 4, Hogan Andre, main event 1988, broke tons of records. Number 5, British Bulldogs versus Dream Team in WrestleMania 2, huge. Number 6, Roddy Piper versus Hulk Hogan, the war to settle the score. You can't tell me the build-up alone doesn't make it one of the greatest matches ever. Number 7, Piper versus Orndorff in Madison Square Garden once Orndorff turned face and Piper put a bounty on his head. Number 8, Hulk Hogan versus Orndorff in the big event. Hello, 70,000, 80,000. Number 9, Savage Steamboat. All of a sudden they talk about it. See, this is what I love. The new guys talk about Savage Steamboat. I love Savage. But yet they don't put it on their top 10. And then number 10, I put DIY versus The Revival. 2 out of 3 falls like the WWE has on theirs. That's a good match. That's a good match. So what do you think about those, huh? This is just to make you think. One more to go. Okay, these are the lists I usually don't touch, but we're going to touch them today, professionally speaking. Top 20 greatest W superstars of all time. All right, let's go through these. I'm doing this intentionally because some of the names on this list. Number 1, Undertaker. Number 2, Stone Cold. Number 3, Hulk Hogan. Number 4, John Cena. Number 5, The Rock. 6, Ric Flair. 7, Shawn Michaels. 8, Triple H. 9, Roman Reigns. 10, Bret the Hitman Hart. 11, Randy Orton. 12, Edge. 13, Brock Lesnar. 14, Kurt Angle. 15, Chris Jericho. 16, CM Punk. 17, and the only woman on the list, Becky Lynch. Who's pushing whom? Who are they trying to push right now? Oh, give me a break. You're telling me Becky Lynch is better than number 18, Macho Man Randy Savage, number 19, AJ Styles, and number 20, Mick Foley. Becky Lynch. No, get her off. I'm not even going to mess with this one. Who should be on? A lot of those names are good. Becky Lynch shouldn't be on there. I guess Mick Foley's in the top 20. Macho Man should be lower down. I don't think Edge is a 12. Edge should be in the 20s or 30s. I think Hulk Hogan's in front of The Undertaker. I don't know how The Undertaker is better than Hogan and Stone Cold and The Rock. So I'm putting Hogan at 1. I'm going to put Stone Cold at 2. I'm going to put The Rock at 3. I'm going to put Flair at 4, Cena at 5, Shawn Michaels 6, by Triple H, Roman Reigns, you haven't been around long enough. Let's move Bret Hart up. Randy Orton can be in the teens. Anybody in there? I'm going to move Brock Lesnar up more, Kurt Angle up more, Chris Jericho up more, CM Punk. You can be in the top 50, CM Punk. I don't get you. I don't get your promos. I don't get anything about you other than you bitch, whine, and complain. And you love to let everybody know that you weren't a Hogan fan. You were Piper and Savage and Bret Hart. And you love to give them tributes. Bully for you. You go out of your way to do that. So I get it. He didn't kiss the ring. And so you're going to pipe bomb him because you're a CM Punk. And then you got Becky Lynch, Mrs. I don't know what the heck I'm doing in the ring. And I've got spaghetti arms, literally pipe cleaner arms, but yet I can whoop anybody. Take a look at that top 10, 20, see what you like. I just did these lists. I thought we'd open up the first episode in the fourth year here in 2026 with some fun. You really don't need to listen to what I'm saying. Create your own. Look at it. Really go back and watch stuff. We're in a different era now, and it's very difficult for anything to be believable other than the in-ring work. The in-ring work is always going to be what brings you to the table. And if the in-ring work is bad, or if it's people just doing stuff, that's why the ratings are dropping, and that's why they are what they are. And that's why people go back and watch the old stuff time and time again, or you find a really good indie company that you like to go and watch because they don't insult your intelligence. And I think that's the key. Hey, I had fun today. This was nice getting this off my chest. It's nice to know that CM Punk and Becky Lynch aren't any good, and I'm sure you agree with me on that. Had some fun. We stayed a long time, and now we're going to go home. Hey, but guess what? You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. God is good, and I will see you at the matches.
But it is all the same. You are gonna get whooped and there's nothing you can do about it. Hey, Tony James! Tony James! Hey, hey, Tony James! Hey, he is American made. Pile drivers, body slam, leg drops are what you get when you step in the ring. So don't